Oh, is my internet just down? What is happening? I don't have... Oh, okay, it's starting soon. Okay, we are casting now. I'm not sure how much you guys missed, unfortunately. I don't think you guys missed a whole lot. Not any kills or anything big. And this is actually going to be the big showdown, 19-19, as we see these teams facing off on the Shrine here.
Yeah. The threat of 20 looming for both teams on what could very well be the last objective of the game.
The Warden's Cage comes down. Here comes the APOC. Only catches one person at the Ring of Frost. Catches Timmy B in. Maiev is taking chunked up, but the Cleansing Flame is keeping her alive. The bunker goes down. It almost expires, and Kix is looking very low. Blaze goes down, and that is the first kill going over to the substitute. But Maiev goes down. Here comes the Riptire coming out. I don't think it's going to get a whole lot of value. Finds the Odin, but only half damage come out. But meanwhile, Varian in the back here trying to get onto everybody. The Colossal Smash misses. I think it maybe goes on to a minion as the face melt pushes everybody away. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but level 20s are going over to Subject Change. They're going to get this Punisher. They've got to go back up and clear this top camp. They're going to probably... I don't know if they can get 20 before things so.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult for them. Varian is poising very aggressively and is going to want to be in this fight. He did take the upgrade, Master at Arms for Colossal Smash, so that's only on a 10-second cooldown and will hit in an area, which is a very big deal in this composition.
Absolutely. So they're going to try and find themselves a pick here. Down 20 without Blaze. Maiev is a long way away, so it's going to be a little tougher for them to find a pick, but Varian and Colossal Smash could easily do it. This is definitely going to be a keep. I don't know if they can get more. So close, yet so far away from level 20 on the side of First Pick Nova.
Colossal Smash going into EDC, but he power slides away. Diablo might be a little bit too deep.
Oh, the Ring of Frost hits two people. Gets protected on the Variant, but Multipass is still looking real low. Diablo taking a ton of damage, tries to Hellgate away, but he's not going to survive. But meanwhile, John Cena comes in onto the Stukov, tries to punch him away. The swipe makes sure that there's no follow-up damage from the Punisher. The Punisher getting some core percent damage. Meanwhile, Blaze chasing, trying to find a kill, but is facing a Junkrat and a Maiev. Kix might go down, but meanwhile, Varian out. Caught out here by the Tychus. Stukov does go down. It's Blaze and Stukov. Stukov tried to go and save the Blaze out in front there, and that's 52% core going down there with two people dead, but they do have to reset it. They are going to get a camp and try and push in on this, but it is going to be 48 more seconds before two people are up, and we're going to see if they can make something happen here. Oh, Party Boy Corey almost gets trapped in that Junkrat trap.
I'd say the advantage in that fight went out to Subject to Change. They did drop 2 for 2, but they took a keep, got core damage, and a camp off. And Diablo's souls were reset, so he is now alive and still is able to apply pressure in that way.
Yeah. Diablo's souls now only at 10. That's going to be real rough for these engages for certain. Other than that, though, it's going to be a while before these two teams fight, and it looks like they don't quite get the push in, but backdoor now is always a threat here for First Pick Nova.
Yeah, now that First Pick Nova has Burn Notice, Vagrant Button, they have also picked up 2 Blinks on both ETC and Jaina. Both of the Sword for ETC and Ice Blink for Jaina. They definitely want to be as far away from Subject to Change's engage as possible.
Yeah, and Stukov holding his level 20. I wonder what he might be holding it for.
The options at 20 for Stukov are very limited. Most people simply choose not to take the upgrade for the
I know what he's holding it for. He's holding it to get extra swipes. Because if you use a swipe and you take it right afterwards, you get the 2 swipes right away. Oh, the stun goes down onto Maiev. A huge thing from ETC. ETC maybe threatening Mosh Pit. The Ring of Frost doesn't hit anybody, but it slows everybody down. The Mosh Pit bolt hits only Diablo. They're trying to focus down the Diablo. The Warden's Cage goes down to try and prevent people that. But Timmy is taking a ton of damage. The Colossal Smash goes down to Varian, but Varian able to swipe away. The Riptide doesn't hit anybody. Blaze, in the meanwhile, bunkers down, and everybody is getting hurt. And this is a great fight for First Pick Nova.
Yeah, that pick means a lot in this match, where Maiev is a lot of the red team's engagement, And her
Meanwhile,
not
though,
being there means everything.
Kix has to interrupt these catapults from hitting the core. They're going to step up here. It looks like they're chasing her, maybe try and find a kill here. Linehouse has to back. Cleansing Flame is used. Dragon, I think, was not, though, however. Varian maybe looking for a flank here on these 4 members. Blaze is really far away, and this is an even fight if they choose to take it.
A lot of key ultimates are down. Riptire, Mosh Pit. APOC is still up. Cleansing Flame is still down.
Yeah. Blaze just playing Trash Man at the moment, just going on here trying to clean up these this camp. These catapults are going to be pushing on the core. They're going to have a camp pushing top, and there's so much for first pick Nova to deal with.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure on this top lane, just from Subject to Change being there. Maev is now back up, so it is a 4v5 in the top lane. Blaze is not able to push back bot lane far enough to delay the core pressure before this fight, so they are going to have catapults on core before this objective is captured.
I think a minion wave, yeah, there it is. Minion wave pops up right now, but it's going to be a very short timer that first pick Nova is on. They're going to have to find a kill friend. They're trying to go right in for it. Timmy P gets a huge pull. Warden's cage goes out, but Timmy P takes a ton of damage. Ring of Frost comes out, doesn't everybody out. APOC hits everybody. But Varian slash onto ETC. ETC able to bolt away. Excellent job there. Junkrat taking a lot of damage. Jonkan Carne, Maev trying to vault away. Another Colossal Smash goes on to Mongoose. Mongoose goes down. ETC's dead before Mosh Pit can even be used. Kix taking now a ton of damage, and that is 1-0. Catapults are on core, threatening the core, and first pick Nova has got to get out of there. Kix slamming in to multipass, maybe trying to get Varian, but Varian just trying to do his best to keep them away. 48%. Everybody has to back up, and I'm surprised they're not doing more to stop their backs. Varian able to stop Blaze, but Jane is back, and it's only 35% in the core. But I feel like they should be able to. Blaze is going to go down here very possibly. Varian slowed down here, not able to quite finish the kill on Kix. I don't know if Kix is going to be able to get up in time to prevent this. 35% the core. The shields are coming back, but this is very dangerous, and it's looking like it might be the end for first pick Nova on this map.
Yeah. Nothing but a keep to defend on, and ETC is still down for another 15 seconds.
Ooh. Big jump onto Kix, and Kix is, just barely gets the bunker down, but I feel like he's not long for this world. After he gets out of it, he gets back into the bunker. Kix uses his trait, and the swipe and the Stukov heal saves him. They get the stun onto Diablo. They're not able to get any core damage just yet, but the John Cena is still up, and he's very healthy. Jet taking a ton of damage from the Punisher. Kix out in front. Varian goes in for the damage, protected, by the way, saves him. The Ring of Frost goes down and catches 2 people, and they both die, except, Varian almost goes down, but then he finally gets down. Timmy taking a ton of damage. The Mosh Pit is there. It freezes the entire team. They're not able to get any follow-up damage for the moment. The core down to 10%, 9, 6, 3%. Everybody's dead, but the Punisher, can he finish the core off? He's hitting heroes. Focus the core, Johnson. They saved the core. The catapults,
he actually started focusing the minion wave that had just spawned, and then started focusing heroes. While the core's sitting there on 1%. That was an amazing fight for first pick Nova.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this. And there's... but they can't do anything. They have
way too much pressure. They have
Blaze down. There's too much pressure on the core. They're going to try and go and get maybe this camp and try and get a fort. Maybe get a keep off of this. But with 1%, the threat of a backdoor is ever present.
Yeah, they do have 2 keeps down, and no forts are down for Subject to Change. If they had maybe a keep wall, they could have gone for the end. Yeah. But they do not have enough down to get anything off of this advantage.
Yeah, and they've got Tychus for the siege damage, but they just can't push anything down quick enough. You saw they barely got that camp and the fort here, and they're going to get this camp here and make sure catapults don't get close to their core, but Subject to Change are going to be looking to try and sneak through this path right here and probably get in the core as soon as possible. And they have to do, first pick Nova has to do everything in their power to keep Subject to Change as far away from the core as possible.
From here on out, if they want to win, they have to win every fight very convincingly.
And this could happen right here. They're going to go in for it. Kix finds a Varian, but gets burst down to the immediate bunker, goes down. ETC gets in there. ETC looking for the Mosh Pit, finds a route, bolts into the away from the team. Doesn't find anything. Kicks getting a huge stun. Ring of Frost goes down, hits ETC. Meanwhile, Varian in the back finds Jaina, but Icebox immediately the swipe pushes the team away, and they're trying to find the kills. Dragon finally comes down. The Cleansing Flame done with. Multibus taking a ton of damage, trying to get the damage to the ETC. Riptire comes out into the back end as Maev almost dead, but Party Boy Corey doesn't quite go down. Tychus doesn't get the poke damage from the Junkrat. Meanwhile, though, in the back line, Diablo trying to find a ton of damage. Varian might find an ETC kill here. Diablo flips ETC to safety as Mongo gets away. Kicks just barely is able to peel for the team, and they have to back up and get onto the catapults here. I don't know if they can do the backdoor. The Stukov heals everybody back up to full with the big trait value damage there, and it's 1-0, and this is a huge advantage for first pick Nova, and they need to make something happen, and they need to make something happen fast without losing core damage to the catapults.
Yeah, they now have to juggle. The camp they took bot actually pushed all the way up to the keep.
Mm-hmm.
And so that alleviated a lot of the pressure so that they could take that fight. But they need to push top out really far. They need to make sure they don't lose mid-keep.
Yep.
And they need to win this objective.
Yeah, and they need to win the objective without spending their entire time on the objective, because subject to change could simply be like, let's wait for them to start the objective, sneak around the map, but no, they're just going to face it head on here as Maev is back in time, and this is going to be another fair fight for both teams. Oh, Math Problem looking for the big engage. The stun goes out into Diablo. The Silence trying to zone everybody off, but it's not quite in place with the Varian. Oh, Varian gets destroyed. He gets deleted there. Iced Ring of Frost hits onto Junkrat. Junkrat gets chunked out. The Diablo APOC doesn't quite hit. The Riptire trying to get some damage onto Blaze. The Warden's cage goes down, but that's where they want to be. Mongoose jumping in there, trying to get as much done. Timmy B is not long for this world. And no, first pick Nova could pull this off.
Yeah, since that 1% core defend, they've been playing incredibly well.
Yeah.
They've gotten picks, they've been alleviating all the pressure in their lanes, and now they just won this objective.
Yeah. Unfortunately for them, this is going to be real tough. Blaze is going to have a hell of a time here. They are, in fact, choosing to defend this Punisher. No backdoor for them. ETC is going to come back here. They're going to get a camp and maybe help try to push mid. I don't know how much value this Punisher gets. It's going to have a lot of health, but I think it's going to get burst down very quickly.
Yeah, it is focusing Diablo right now, who is taking 0 damage from it.
Yeah.
They're going to get this fort,
so it's
probably, at the very least, this front wall.
Oh, Blaze is having a hell of a time here. He's not able to kill this Shaman quick enough. These catapults are very close to core, and those are 3 catapults. And as well as more catapults pushing up top. He might need help here. Winions might just win this game. The Punisher down to 28% health is keep. Jet's having to back up to health here. The Shaman camp is on the core here. It's very close here. Red team's not, the entire team has to back up. Stukov, though, yeah, he almost gets caught out here. The shield's down here, and if subject to change can get here quick enough, they could threaten the back door here, but no, they're not able to make it happen quick enough. And another reset. This game is going to go on forever.
Yeah, a lot of... There have probably been many scenarios that you've been calling out where subject to change could just run in and take the core. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't seem like they're quite comfortable enough to do that since they've been losing every fight since then.
Yeah, they're not able to find the angle on the core, so to speak. Oh, Timmy B trying to look for the big pull here. Blaze off, healing everything. They're trying to make an escape here. Stukov is going to have to maybe make a swipe here. The Hellgate comes out, trying to get on Diablo, and they're very close to core. They've got to turn around and kill them right here, because if they back up too far, they're going to lose their core. The Blaze bunker comes out, and here the fight begins. The Dragon King comes out. Timmy B taking a ton of damage from the Tychus. Mongoose out in front. The big slide in. Here's the big mosh pit. Hits 4 people. The APOC comes out. It's going to interrupt the mosh pit, but not before 2 people go down. Varian goes down, and that is 3 for nothing here. Mouth Problem escapes due to the Cleansing Flame, but the catapults are up on core already. Diablo and the Dragon are going to move out, and I don't know if they can even end here. They win yet another team fight. They have to take care of their cats. Jaina's and Blaze are going to have to clean this up. They've got camps pushing in both lanes. Diablo and the Dragon are left, and it's going to be a long road for them to even get close to their keep.
Yeah, they've been playing very, very well, but just the pressure that's been built up over time, just over and over and over. Mm-hmm. All 3 of their lanes are pushed in incredibly close to their core, and they don't have the opportunity to push out.
I mean, they are pushing out now, and I think when the next shrine pops, they're going to have their lanes pushed way out. They've got this camp up top here, but I have to feel like you wish that there was something you could go for, but none of these objectives are up. The opposing enemy's camp is up, but the death timers are such that everybody's going to be back to defend this, and Alex Strauss and Diablo going to try and maybe get this as soon as possible. Diablo zoning out. We've still got a stray Junkrat trap here protecting them, but they are going to have camp versus camp. Blaze desperately trying to get this bottom lane. Although if you're first pick Nova, you've been playing so well so far, maybe you're confident. Ooh. ATC eats that Junkrat
That
trap.
trap denies the invade.
Mm-hmm. And that, fortunately for first pick Nova, and unfortunately that, I mean, Punisher loss at any time would be game over for first pick Nova, but it's pushing bottom lane. Jet way out. Timmy B trying to find Jet, see if he can get a kill. She really chasing him. Jaina evades him as Varian goes bottom. And this top lane, they're looking, I think, for the invade. If this rotation doesn't work, they're getting really close to core. Here comes the back door. Oh, they're way out. I don't know if Jet spots it out. Here comes Multipass leading the charge. I think Varian alone can do this. Oh, he's turning around. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop this time. They're going to have to get a killer. Mosh, I don't know if Mosh is even up. Mosh is, in fact, up, and this is it. I think this is game. This is it. The backdoor succeeds. It's going to be shields going down. One kill onto Alex Strauss. You have to get an amazing mosh pit. Diablo comes out with the A-Pocket, cancels it, and that's going to be game. Finally going over to subject to change, and I'll be damned if first pick Nova didn't put up a hell of a fight.
They played amazingly well off of that like miraculous core defense. Yeah. But subject to change just decided they'd had enough. They ran in with their camp and they took core.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they didn't quite have the stamina. It's such a hard road to go. It's such a long road to travel to do that, and just make sure you're positioning right to stop that kind of pick. And I think that when that Jaina chase happened, they didn't realize that the people chasing them would be that close to core. So we're going to go in. I can't even remember what the dang next map is. Okay, it's going to be Battlefield of Eternity. I can't even remember who picked this map at this point. It's been a full like 35 minutes since we had the game even started. So we're going to invite everybody here to game.
It would be subject to change's map.
Okay.
Because they had first pick in the last game.
Okay, thank you. Where is everybody? I gotta have a sip of water here. Ugh.
Yeah. Game 1 going up to 35 minutes.
Yeah, holy hell.
Fortunately for us, Battlefield Eternity tends to be shorter.
Yes.
So
somebody pick Sylvanas and Arthas and just snowball it. All right, we're getting everybody into this matchup here, and this is subject to change map, and they picked up that first game, and I'm very excited to see what their plan is for this next map.
You usually see two kinds of strategies on this map. Either team fight, kill the enemy team, then take Immortal, or just burn the Immortal faster than they can kill you.
Yeah. I wonder if we're going to see a Hanzo priority here. NGS tends to throw some weird, not weird, but like very race-specific heroes into the mix. Artanis very often seen.
Always a fun hero to watch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Artanis, Vala, Li Ming, Greymane, all very good at rushing down the Immortal. But even heroes like Blaze, if you take the auto attack build, it does bonus damage on PvE targets. So
yeah,
you can get a lot of advantage that way.
All right, we're going to go ahead and get right into the draft here. As we go into Battlefield of Eternity, first pick Nova getting first pick. Maybe Nova, but I mean, someday. I'm sure they at some time first pick Nova. Often I see the Hanzo ban here, so... but they're, in fact, maybe hovering the Blaze ban. I've not seen a Blaze ban in a while.
Usually in this meta, you see either Maiev or Hanzo. Hanzo's a very high priority on this map, so either banning it out or first picking it.
Yeah. I wonder...
But Blaze would be interesting.
Yeah, I wonder if it's an off pick. I mean, Blaze is good in this map, but he's very low in the priority, so I wonder if they're hoping to get, like, 2 high-priority heroes here having first pick, so... often with first pick, it's like, oh, we've got one of those epic heroes, like, your Maevs, etc. And so I wonder if they're going for a really strong synergy here in their first 3 picks.
They may also want to win that off lane. In the last game, Blaze really beat Varian out.
Yeah.
And if they want like an off-meta laner, perhaps like the Artanis, like you mentioned,
yeah,
Blaze can really bully him out because he just out-sustains him.
Very much so. Although Varian after level 4 really started to turn that lane around.
With Colossus Smash, he did have the dueling power to take out Blaze. But then in later team fights, he was burst down and killed instantly just because he had less health.
Yeah. Maybe the Blaze ban is to guarantee that they get all the racers that they want, or some of the high pick heroes. So they grab Hanzo first here in the side of first pick Nova, and we're going to see what the other 2 are. And very tough decisions for Subject to Change to make.
Yeah, Maiev has been left up, as well as all of the other racers besides Blaze and Hanzo. They might see Greymane, maybe even see Vala, Ming.
And I want to say a shout out real quick to the viewers coming from Jason and Gravesville's streams here. Thank you very much for the host, guys. Really appreciate it. Keeping it in the NGS family. And NGS is hyped tonight.
It's a perfect day.
Ooh, that's a strange turn. ETC Junkrat.
You've seen Junkrat taken early on this map.
Yeah. And it's their map pick, so I feel like they've got a plan.
I'm very interested to see what that plan is, because I have no idea what's happening.
I know, Junkrat not really known for his race, even though even though he does have incredible poke. I don't think he has like the kind of race that a Li Ming that has with his kind of poke, or her kind of poke rather.
Li Ming's poke is can be built very heavily towards single target damage, whereas Junkrat cannot do single target damage. But one thing Junkrat and ETC do have in common is they're very good at zoning.
Yeah.
ETC, they can both just control a zone and not let people into it. So perhaps their plan is to simply defend their immortal and have maybe 1 or 2 people taking down their enemies.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be a little tough, but you have to zone way out because Hanzo definitely can get in there and can get on the Immortal from distance. Greymane, though, does have to be right up on it. Although they do grab the Stukov, which I think is really good for... excuse me. Stukov is really good for the healer situation. They can ban out a Malfury, and they've got a really good healer situation.
You might see Subject to Change... look at perhaps choking out tank picks then, because they already have their EDC. Blaze is also banned.
And we're going to see what the next ban here is coming out from Subject to Change. And go for the Sonya ban. Okay. I feel like that says that you want to win top lane.
2 off-lane bans already. So we are going to see a few perhaps interesting picks for that lane.
The Sonya ban's weird because I feel like Subject to Change wants Sonya. She goes tough as nails, and she's really good against the Greymane, really good against the Hanzo.
She is very good at bullying the off lane, especially in this map where rotating up to that lane can be difficult for perhaps less mobile heroes like Hanzo and Greymane. So ganks aren't going to be super easy.
Yeah, and they've got
or they will be very telegraphed.
And they've got the ETC, which means like I wouldn't fear going against the Sony either, especially with the CC that ETC offers. Interesting. I'm so interested in what these two picks are. I'm baffled.
Just because how choked out it is, we might see Leoric, Malthael even. Thrall.
Do you think maybe the Sony was because they don't want to face Sony into Thrall? Either way, the Orc brothers are back in town. Maybe it's the Earthquake Bloodlust meta all over again. I mean, I doubt it, but one can always dream.
Yeah. This is very interesting. Thrall and Rhaegar are both pretty off-meta picks, I would say.
Rhaegar is in there if you need is meta if you need a cleanse healer, because Uther's kind of rough right now. Even though he has a high win rate in NGS, I think Uther's picked in very niche situations and therefore wins a lot. But Rhaegar is very much like, oh, we need somebody with cleanse, and so few supports have cleanse anymore that he's probably the best one as far as that's concerned.
However, there's not much CC on the side of First Pick Nova so far. Maybe it was just their first comfort pick after Stukov and Alfurion are taken out. And then we do see the Malthael.
Malthael picked up maybe to try and counter the Earthquake. Anubarek can cocoon important people. A lot of some more CC on their side should be pretty good there. Able to interrupt that ETC mosh pit. But I feel like this last pick is going to just pull everything together.
Yeah, definitely. We still don't know for certain if Thrall is their offlaner. They may be planning to go with a Crash Lightning build in the bot lane.
Yeah.
Where it is a 4v4, so stacking it is easier than on a 3-lane map.
Yeah. I don't know where Crash Lightning is right now in the meta, and I see all sorts of different things, so I feel like maybe his level 1 talents might actually be balanced at the moment. But we're going to see what happens here with this last pick.
Crash Lightning definitely still does a lot of damage.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't focus heroes as early, so perhaps Echo of the Elements is what they're going for.
Yeah, and boy.
Take the Kale Fox.
Man, I'm not convinced. I think maybe they're just going all into are they going all into an Earthquake comp? And if so, like, why? I don't get the Sonya ban either. Interesting.
I can see the Sonya Thrall matchup not being very favored for Thrall.
That's true.
But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Solo lanes just don't matter quite as much anymore, especially on maps like this. People are content to sit back, soak the lane, and without ammo anymore. People are happy to be like, okay, you killed my wave. I'm just going to tank all this damage, and you're not going to get any damage on my structures. Interesting. So I think I favor the draft of First Pick Nova here. They've got so much race here, and I think they've got a lot of answers to subject to changes draft.
Yeah, with the Greymane, Malthael, Hanzo, they can burn that Immortal so quickly.
Yeah, definitely. All right, here we go into the game, and on the side of heaven, we've got First Pick Nova with Jet on the Greymane, Mongoose on the Anubarek, Osteel on the Stukov, Kicks on the Hanzo, and Party Boy Corey on that Malthael.
The battle begins.
And on the red team fighting for the Burning Hells, we have Subject to Change, Rhaegar played by Linehouse, Multi-Pass on Thrall, Timmy B on Kalthos, John Concarne once again on Junkrat, and Math Problem on ETC.
So Thrall and Hanzo going to be starting. Oh, do we have two? We have a 3-2 coming out here. Maybe Hanzo here to immediately bully the Thrall. And Thrall indeed goes for Crash Lightning, which, why is he in top? Well, he's going to get stacks regardless if he hits Q.
Very interesting decisions on both sides. Crash Lightning will not stack at all until the Immortal comes up. In which case, they're going to have to team fight.
Yeah, but someone said in chat earlier, maybe if we saw last game, maybe it's all about the late game right now.
Late game on this map does not come easy, though.
Yeah.
This is a very snowball-oriented map, and an Immortal can turn anything.
Yeah, this four-man here on the side of First Pick Nova definitely bullying out the four-man from subject to change here. Daunton Carney taking a ton of damage and getting chunked out. Looking at the stats here, no real surprise. Ooh, and Nubarak dives in there. Very rough decision. Gets bombed out, and Mongoose lives. Math Problem
Both tanks coming out with a very, very low health.
Yeah, Math Problem taking too much damage there. Mongoose, an ill-advised E, I think, there, suffers the consequences and gets blown up, but doesn't die here.
You may actually see Malthael fall in top lane. He's already had to tap and is now very, very low again.
Wow. That's an excellent solo lane they're coming out from Multipass. Even without the Crash Lightning, he hasn't gotten a single stack, but it doesn't matter. Party Boy Corey is going to have to suck it up and soak up these minions.
This entire comp may actually be based on Earthquake. It seems like he's very comfortable on the Thrall.
I am very interested to see what he goes at 7, if he's going to go for the aggressive follow-through or if he's going to go for the safer health talent. Mongoose getting chunked out. They're getting blown away into the side, and he gets rooted right into the Junkrat trap, and that's an amazing Junkrat play from John Concarney as a Nubarak goes down, and they get the camp.
Fun fact for those who don't know, in Overwatch there's an achievement for knocking someone into your trap with a mine.
I feel like it's a lot easier in HOTS than in Overwatch.
Yeah, 2 dimensions makes it a lot simpler.
Party Boy Corey could be going down here. 23 health. Multipass doesn't quite get here. Greymane has to come up here, put some damage onto the Thrall, but that's going to mean Malthael has to back away. That's going to be rough for them.
Level 4 talent's being picked up slowly. They do. Sugam does opt for Vigorous Rep Take once again. Anwar's die low, Nice in the Dark. Some very
Holy
standard
shit,
picks.
we got a sub-hype. Zombie Chris, my buddy, my teammate, my pal, is my first sub ever on Twitch, so thank you so much for that.
From this land, demon.
This is where it is going to get interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely seeing the defense come out here from Mongoose. ETC maybe tries to start up here. They're trying to get some damage onto the Immortal here. But I definitely think First Pick Nova going to have a faster race. They're already winning it, but not by much.
Hanzo was late to rotate up to the Immortal and is very, very low on mana.
Yeah, and Malphite is not even there. So
He still has to deal with the top lane camp.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Oh no, Hanzo's not even rotating down, but they are bringing in defense here. It's just Kael'thas on their Immortal. Timmy B doing as much as they can. They do rotate back. Finally, Hanzo comes down, and it's going to be a very close call. But yeah, no, Hanzo finally gets his all his spells off, and the Immortal goes over to First Pick Nova.
They did draft a lot stronger race, so this was to be expected.
Yeah, I'm not really surprised, and if you're subject to change, I think you're actually happy with how low the shields are on this Immortal.
Definitely.
Ooh, big silence goes out onto the Kael'thas, and Kael'thas caught way out trying to get some damage onto the rest of the members. Oh, but the Nubarak!
Behind the fort.
He was
Lobbed over by a Junkrat mine.
Yeah, oh my god, he is just... I didn't even see that happen. It was way over there. Mongoose with the sad react in chat. Jet gets knocked over the side there, and the Greymane going down. This Junkrat, John Concarney on fire here. And I'm expecting the frowny face coming out from the Junkrat as well. Or the Greymane. But it does not. The Immortal gonna get through the wall, gonna get the fort down to just about 75% health here. As Hanzo immediately moves down, rotates on this ATC. Math Problem taking some damage here. Silence gonna try and prevent these slide away, but not really much gonna happen. And Nubrak's gonna watch them take this camp up here.
It does seem like Subject to Change has a lot of comfort picks right now. John Concarney was playing Junkrat last game as well, and this game is on fire with his mines.
Oh yeah. Really doing a good job.
Trap and over the wall.
That's going to be tough for the team on both ends of that receiving Punisher. Big rotation comes down here. ETC slides on here just in time. They're in trouble. Hanzo, I don't know if he realizes he's in trouble. Stukov is dead. They probably should just leave him. Mongoose tries to get the stun in. No such luck. Kick's trying to get any kind of poke damage, but nothing happening here. Malthael up top as the rotate from first pick level way late. They get a kill. 4-1 now on the side of, oh my god, Murda. Sub Hype, thank you so much. Greymane going to be poking out here. Kick's taking a ton of damage from the Kael'thas here. The Living Bomb and the Flame Strike gets him super low. Kael'thas going the standard damage, but Jet gets caught out. Malthael kills the Thrall up here. I did not see that happen. Thrall was bullying him way harder earlier, and I'm very surprised to hear that kill go on, even after Thrall gets follow through.
Malthael does have a lot more talents that help him duel, both Die Alone and Cold to Hand. But I think in bot lane, we did see what Subject to Change is plan. Like, this is their game plan. They want to fight outside of the Immortal phase. They're here to shove lanes and take names.
Kriv, thank you so much for the sub as we go into the Immortal here. 3 subs. You guys are awesome. I love my friends. Kicks just getting the Hanzo damage onto that Immortal. Kael'thas tries to shoot some fire damage away. Here comes the stun out. Gonna hit Jet. Push Jet right into the enemy team. And Greymane probably going to need no more. Oh, manages to slide away. Eyes in the dark. Keeps him alive for now. Mongoose still getting chunked out trying to peel for the rest of the team. The Flame Strike is going to take down a Nubrek. And somebody had to die there. As Malthael pushing top here, expecting his team to just get the race. They do get a good amount of damage in the Immortal, but Subject Exchange is going to be able to start bursting theirs down now as Math Problem and Multipass doing a really good job. We do, in fact, see Thrall going through the follow-through, getting the extra damage on there, but Subject Exchange gets their Immortal down, which is a big win for them. 10's coming up at the same time for both teams.
With a simultaneous 10 pickup.
Oh, it's Sundering for Thrall, not the Earthquake, but it is the Pyroblast coming out for the Kael'thas here. Very spicy here. Pyroblast into Riptire. Here comes the slide onto ETC, and the stun hits Linehouse. Rhaegar dying, gets down to 90 health, can be okay. Jet just barely getting the Stukov trait and surviving, but the Riptire trying to come out to confirm kills. Only hits on Party Boy Quarry. No kills so far, but a whole bunch of heroics spent for both teams. Unfortunately, at a glance, I'm not sure which ones because of the bug in the UI observer, but Greymane gets onto the Immortal. I don't think they're going to burst it down and beat the Immortal in time as Mongoose tries to, but they are going to push him away. They are doing a good job of keeping everybody up, but the Junkrat poke is going to be too much. They are going to get this the shield down to quite a bit. They do lose the Immortal, but kill 6-2 as teams remain basically even here.
Yeah, Subject to Change did get a lot of advantage very early in the fight. Taking down the Nubrek meant they could get a lot of free damage, while only Hanzo was able to poke onto their Immortal. And they do still have both Mosh Pit and the Ancestral Healing.
Yeah, very true. Ooh, big Flame Strike chunks out both of the Squishies. Party Boy Corey got caught way out front here, clearing a lane, and that's going to make the defense of this Immortal a lot harder, and it leaves ETC absolutely free to just push hard. I mean, as hard as an ETC can push, I guess, really just sort of an extra minion there. But Mongoose taking a ton of damage, just way out in front. The Stukov heal and the Burrowing Charge shield saves Mongoose. The Riptire trying to confirm the kill almost kills Mongo. The shield not in time, but didn't need it. But meanwhile, Hanzo kicked, caught way out Thrall, doing really good damage. Here's the Mosh Pit. Finally, ETC rotates up, and it's going to be 2 free kills here. Party Boy Corey coming in, trying to get the multi-best kill, but it's going to be too little, too late, as Party Boy Corey is going to have to juke and jive his way out of this to survive, and does not. Whew.
In terms of ultimate choices, most of what we see is very standard, but I'm not sure about the Pyroblast. With a Stukov burst heal from his trait, they can just deny it like we saw on the Greymane. And especially once he finishes Vigorous Reuptake, they can just deny the damage if that cooldown's available.
Yeah, you have to get everybody really low to try and confirm that. Although it is kind of like a crapshoot for Stukov. It's very difficult to judge how much damage that Pyroblast is going to do.
Yeah, definitely.
We're going to see teams back up. ETC going to grab that camp here. No problem. Math problem. As Party Boy Corey tries to clear this lane up. They're going to get this camp here. Thrall backs up, I believe, for mana. They're going to go ahead and grab this camp here for themselves. This is me. Camp versus camp down to 12 to 13. They're going to hang it and let that stall out. And I don't think they can get 13 before this Immortal spawn, so I'm not sure what the play here is for first pick Nova. Oh, here comes the big rotate onto 4. The new bracket is way out. The massive shove comes in, but it's Timmy. Too late for kicks. And a great pick off there. The Riptire trying to confirm more. Party Boy Corey gets pushed off. Is he going to be able to survive? Walks right into the Flame Strike. He has no choice, but Multipass finishes the kill, and that's going to be 2 kills under an excellent rotation here. Coming out from Subject to Change. Subject to Change, you know, I poo-pooed their draft, but their rotations are 100% on point here, and they are winning this game through sheer fundamentals.
Yeah, they are definitely familiar with these heroes. They're very comfortable with this team comp. They know what they're doing, and they know exactly what they have to do to win each fight.
Yeah.
And just through the strength of their team fight alone, they're winning the Immortal race at the same time.
So they pull these Immortals that get down to half health, and there's going to have to be a big defense here on the side of first pick Nova. And they are ready, though. 13 to 14, even Talonteers. I believe even Heroics. Let's go. Kael'thas tried to get some poke on here. Jet tried to get some poke as well. Kael'thas throwing out the Flame Strike. The defense continues. They're trying to get them to find the Immortal, but the Junkrat poke and the Kael'thas poke just slowly winning this Immortal. The Dragon Arrow comes out. The Anubarak charging to the back, and let's see if it pays off. The big silent goes down. The go for the throw. The Ancestral lands with 79% health left to go. Jonka Carney survives. Mongoose gets Pyroblasted, only gets about half his health. He's going to be fine, but the fight is reset with the cost of a few Heroics. Oh, Jet gets absolutely caught out. Greymane getting 2 aggro. Jet goes down. Party Boy Corey tries to get some damage in here. Timmy B gets plenty of shields. The Junkrat bomb pops him, but the the last strike is just barely enough, and Kael'thas, not the only one with an instant kill click ult.
So Subject to Change played the beginning of that fight incredibly well.
Yeah.
When the Anubarak and the Greymane both dived into their backline, they just let them go in and use Sundering to peel off the front line.
Oh, Mongoose. Way too far. The Mosh Pit catches the Malthael, not able to make it the hill. But I would say that's not really a wasted Mosh Pit. The Anubarak, I really thought he was like immortal. He had no business being in the range of that many people.
Yeah, there's when you're playing against ETC, you always have to know when that mosh is up, and when it's up, you have to respect ETC and just his presence.
Yeah, 100%. And so 16-14, I'm very surprised to see Subject for Change not going for top keep here with this Immortal. They get the fort easily, though. Greymane Doggo bites the fort. Oh, Riptire used very early, spinning around. I'm not sure what they're hoping to get out of this. I'm not sure if they're going to try and combo this with something else. Fire and the hole comes out. Are they going to get it at all?
Malthael is actually in the top lane, so this is a 4v5.
Yeah, Jet takes a bunch of damage from this Riptire, but going to be healed up right away. Going to tap as well. Malthael maybe trying to... I don't know if the fort for keep is really worth it, but Anubarak goes into the backline. Pyroblast comes out, doesn't manage to kill Jet. A wasted ult there, I would say. Jet chunked out. Timmy B taking a ton of damage, caught out, has to back away, is going to be just fine. The keep goes down. Meanwhile, Malthael pushing that fort. To be fair, I don't know if they could have saved that keep. Maybe Malthael pushing that fort gets them closer to 16. They're not going to be able to finish the game here. Jet survives. They're going to go ahead and back off here as the Immortal is picked up.
It does seem like they're almost using the Pyroblast to zone. They're isolating a target and then forcing that target to run away.
And they grabbed that camp just in time. They thought about that invade there, but still 15 to 17, and most of the members of their team are not there able to take that camp, and that is going to be a denied Bruiser camp.
Malthael and Hanzo take out the siege camp top. They'll be pushing out like a very pushed out lane, which Thrall is going to defend right now.
Yeah, Thrall's going to have to clear that up, and it could be the time for... They're going to get 16, and it could be time for First Pick Nova to make some kind of play here. ETC way out here. If he gets caught out here, it could be real trouble here. I don't know if they realize it here. He's acting very brave. Mongoose not going in on here. A stun. Oh, the Inubarak dive would have murdered ETC. They're just playing so passive.
Yeah. And they did have vision of the entire team up top.
Oh, my goodness. Very rough engage there for, and I think there's maybe Happy pushing on this fort, and looks like maybe they're going to try and rotate on this Thrall here, but that's going to allow Subject to change to respond, and maybe they are aiming for the invade here.
I'm not sure what's happening around this camp. We could see a big fight break out over it.
Yeah, Junkrat trap
Mosh
blocking.
Pit is up. Riptire is up. Sundering. All the cooldowns on the other side are up as well.
Maltheo clearing out this top camp. ETC anchoring for his team way out here. The rest of the team following, but this is a big rotation here. Maltheo is nowhere to be seen if this team gets caught out here. ETC tries to get the side kicks, just barely avoids it as First Pick Nova avoids certain doom here. They are going to get on this Immortal here. Timmy B gets back on their Immortal, and there's where First Pick Nova's comes into the thing, but the Mosh Pit into immediate Riptire, but the Riptire finds no value. The immediate stub comes in. Sunder finds a bunch of people, splits the team up, but the Stugov heals, gets everybody back up to full, and that's 3 heroics burned. 4 heroics burned for no value as the Ancestral lands an excellent Ancestral. Jack gets caught out. Here's the Ancestral. Is Stugov able to heal it up in time? He gets the Ancestral. No! The trait is not up from Osteel, and Osteel in danger of dying himself. Oh, and Nubrak falls, and the dominoes keep falling. They blow a lot of their heroics, but it doesn't matter as their kit finishes out the rest of it. Hanzo's still up. They could burn down this Immortal and get it up to halftime here pretty soon. So, Math Problem doing a very good job of zoning us out. Kicks trying to see if anybody else is around. No, it's just ETC. Kicks, misses a scatter arrow. Was it? No. Was that a basic attack? I couldn't tell. I don't know.
I think it was his Q.
Yeah, it was his Q. He had a scatter arrow up right away, and I think it was just maybe trying to hit ETC with it. But meanwhile, you've got a huge wave pushing bottom here against First Pick Nova.
Yeah, First Pick Nova is going to have to defend this Immortal, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get in fast enough to do it.
Yeah. Maltheo uses his Unstoppable to get out of that Junkrat trap. Junkrat trap over here. That is annoying. That's like the new Abathur Mines, is the Junkrat trap chattering teeth.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Meanwhile, these catapults are pushing in on the score, doing a lot of damage. And they're pushing on this keep here.
Waiting in the bush. Trying to see if anybody's rotating out.
Very smart here, looking to fight behind this Immortal, trying to maybe get a fight before they can pick their 20s. The structured XP is going to get them 20 very quick, but Party Boy Corey taking a lot of poke damage here. They sniff it out. Thrall realizes that they could be flanked here. The Dragon Arrow comes out. The follow-up is there. Jonka Carney gets a contender damage. Sundering doesn't quite hit, but the Mosh Pit lands on kicks, and Hanzo goes down immediately. Jet going to go down here from the Pyroblast. Maltheo goes down, and the flank is not there. The fight here behind them is not going to work, and I think that's going to be GG here.
Like you said earlier, we did doubt the draft on the side of Subject to Change, but they really pulled it in. Like, they didn't have the strongest race, but they didn't need it. They bullied their opponents off of the Immortal and just nuked it down.
Yeah, I mean, it was a very, like, it wasn't a meta draft, but it was a solid draft. It was a very, like...
They had every piece that they needed to win that game.
I forget, there's a word for it in fighting games, where it's like the Ryu, or like the really basic fighter that's like sort of like the really like I can't speak at all right now, but like that's sort of the comp that we had. There was a very like a vanilla comp with nothing really special going on, but hey, you got damage, you got healing, you got a tank, you're good. We're gonna see if we can get a captain in here from Subject to Change. This is the last cast of the night. I think. All right, we're going to have him in here. He's going to join us in lobby, and we're going to see what's up. And actually, I think I might actually be able to cast another... No, wait, never mind. the other game disappeared, so it isn't happening tonight. So this is the last game of the night. We're going to get a interview here from Linehouse, who is the captain. Oh, hey, Linehouse, you are here, and you are muted. What's up?
Hi there. I just unmuted myself.
Awesome.
Mute it in case I'm still in a channel we're playing, because, that'd
Yeah.
be dumb.
Okay, you guys, welcome back to NGS here. That's a heck of a start of the season. And boy, oh boy, that first game, how heavy were you guys sweating that whole game?
Oh, we were sweating pretty hard. Like, one, we messed up at the core. We should have been attacking it more. And then...
And so should have John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena then screws us, that bastard. I don't know, I shouldn't swear maybe, but so we were, I think it showed that we tilted a little bit, but we were able to recover luckily and finish it off. But they gave us a run for it in that game. We were getting worried.
Yeah, I noticed you guys had a real trouble getting an angle on the back door. Were you guys trying to discuss if you could backdoor, or were you just saying like, okay, we've got all our forts, let's just win another team fight. We've got the keep, let's win another team fight. Was that, so what was closer to the truth there?
It was both, because we wanted to backdoor, but they actually did a really good job of pushing out those lanes and not letting us backdoor. So we kind of, at that point, I think that was why we also struggled for a little bit, because we were hesitating a little bit. And then we just decided at one point, you know what, this is where we can do it. We got top push going pretty well. We're just going to go. Yeah.
I do have a question in the second game. We had a couple questions about the draft. The draft seemed very like unmeta, as it were. Thrall picked. You banned out the Sonya. That's my first question. Is what was the Sonya ban for?
We weren't gonna take Sonya, and we actually think she's pretty good in this map.
Okay.
So since we knew we weren't gonna take her, we just didn't want them to have her. That was really the ending logic.
Gotcha. That's fair. And the Thrall pick, I mean, I'm not surprised. Thrall's pretty good. But he goes Crash Lightning and then goes into the solo lane. Is this something normal for multipass?
No, we knew he's going to be solo lane, but we also knew at this objective, I guess you say yes in this sense, at this objective, we're always team fighting. Like, you're team fighting a lot in this map. So we still felt that he could get, the Crash Lightning stacks even with him solo laning.
Fair. That's definitely the case. And the Kael'thas, is he just good here?
To be honest, he's at a hotel. So his internet is not the best. So we were trying to pick heroes that he could play with the internet connection. Okay,
Kael'thas and... Wait, are you kidding me? Maev?
It's auto attacking. He doesn't need skill shots. It's auto attacking.
But you do though, the resets.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like, so for example, our game one yesterday, we had him play Hanzo and he couldn't do it.
Okay.
So like that's like the gap right there, I guess, is Hanzo is too hard with the internet connection. But
okay. And so Maev's, that's we call it the Maev border, if you will.
Yeah, that's like yeah.
So basically what you're telling me is Timmy B is a god. At Maev.
He would say that himself. So,
okay,
yeah,
well, I'm glad he heard it from me. A interested third party, and I'm definitely excited to play against the Maev when we guys face you. So I'm very excited for that. One last couple more questions. Junkrat build, is that John Concarney build?
Yeah, he likes to trap build.
Cool.
So he just goes it, and he does pretty well with it, usually with where he places his traps. So we're fine with him doing it.
Yeah, and
but I know it's a different build for Junkrat.
Yeah, is Pyroblast also I'm at a hotel heroic?
No, Pyroblast is because they had no answer for it.
Fair. The
only thing they could do is Stukov could get a big heal off, but he was trying to time it where he couldn't.
Yeah, which happened a couple times, but in the final battle there, where it really mattered, you got a couple of really good Pyroblasts off there for certain. What was the last? There was SummerAshe. You got any questions?
Nothing in particular.
Okay.
You basically covered everything.
Okay, I'm very sorry to steal all your questions. I thought there was one more thing on BOE, but I did like how you guys played it. You guys had phenomenal rotations. Is this a map you guys play a lot?
I would say yes. Like, it's one of our maps that we like. There's
Okay.
there's like 4 or 5 maps that we really like. I'm not gonna name the list, but
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is one of the ones that we like.
And I'm not going to ask you to divulge that information. So, if we've got no more questions, the floor is yours. Linehouse, any shout-outs for Twitch?
I will shout out to my team. Obviously, I'm glad we're playing pretty well, at least so far this season. We struggled a lot last year, so I'm excited for this so far. It's a good start. I appreciate everybody in Twitch chat, whoever's watching, even because they're supporting NGS in general. I think that's awesome. And I will also shout out to my dad, who I know he's probably watching my stream, but
Yes.
I'll let him. He can always look over because he does watch all of. So I
Oh my
That's
God,
cool. I
Linehouse,
appreciate
you and me both. We both have hots dads. I'm gonna have
yeah,
my.
I mean, he's still like. I think he understands the game better than he used to, but it's this cool he's watching in the first place.
Oh, I can be a nerd bully and be like, oh, my dad can 1v1 your dad. Someday we'll make dad battle happen. But until then, thank you so much for joining me, Linehouse, and well won. Great start to the season there.
Hey, thanks, and thanks for casting us. Really appreciate it. Good job, man.
No problem. And thank you to my co-caster. Let me update the score here so the VODs look good at the end. Thank you so much, my co-caster, SummerAshe. Hope you enjoyed. I think it's your first cast.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome being here.
Yeah, and thank you so much for being along. It was a pleasure, and I think you did awesome. I loved casting with you. A real big shout out to my subs. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. This is the first Twitch sub I had. NGS casting will get you affiliate status very quickly, which means all of a sudden I have a sub button. So thank you very much to everybody. I definitely owe it to you to return the favor. So look out for that Ghost Dunk sub coming your way very soon. Anyways, that is it for tonight. Make sure you catch NGS all week long, every week for the rest of the season. There are 110 teams this season, split amongst 9 divisions. There are going to be no lack of casts for NGS. If you want to join in with the casting, you can come in and try to be a co-caster. We always need you. If you want to form a team, make sure you pay attention to when the next season starts, and you can start one up. It's a great league, and I hope everybody joins it. Thank you so much to all of my viewers who stuck around with me for this late match. And I think that'll do it. A recap: first pick Nova goes down to subject to change 0-2. Subject to change picks up the first win of the season. They're up at the top there. My co-caster has been SummerAshe. SummerAshe, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for inviting me.
And once again, I've been Ghost Dunk. Thank you all so much for watching, and good night.